looking for a festive and simple holiday craft to make, I'll show you how to make this cute little 3D Christmas tree in just a few steps. Here and welcome to BOCHIKNOT Macrame. In this tutorial, we are continuing our Christmas macrame series with a 3D Macrame Christmas tree. Now this project is part macrame, part craft. We start off by making the vertical Lark's head knot loops. We're going to make a lot of them. And then at the end, we're going to spiral them together and then glue the rows together so that it turns into a Christmas tree. This is a fairly simple project and you can even have your family members get involved. You can do the knotted portion and then perhaps you can get your kids to glue the sections together to form the tree. And a fun add-on for this project is you can even glue different kinds of beads onto the loopy parts of the tree as mini ornaments. I hope you'll have so much fun with it, and with that said, let's jump right in. For this pattern, you will need two materials. I'm going to be using a 4mm hollow braided cord for this pattern. And what I mean by hollow is that there's no other strand inside the braided cord, so it does make braided cord more flexible and easier to work with. It's not as tough on the hands. I'm going to be using this army green color, and then we're going to use this little wooden star frame for the top of the tree. Now, if you're interested in seeing what size this little tree frame is, it's approximately 2 inches in width and length. So a 2-inch star and 4mm hollow braided cord. To begin, we're going to start with our star, and we're going to take a super long strand of cord at 800 centimeters long. And we're going to measure one end of the cord to approximately 60 centimeters. So 60 centimeters is equivalent to approximately 23.5 inches. So once you are at the 60 centimeters, we're going to hold that spot. So right now this is the 60 centimeter long end, this is the rest, which for 800 minus 60, that's 740 centimeters left. So right here is where we're going to fold over the loop and make a reverse Lark's head knot onto the bottom of the star. So take the loop underneath and then pull the cord ends through. Now we are working with a super long cord end. So after this we will wrap it up, but once you've pulled it through, this is what it should look like. Try to get it to the bottom here. And it's been attached. Now with the super long end, which should be the right end, we're just going to roll it up into a small little bundle so that as we knot with it, we can release more as we go. So I'm just going to wrap it up till we have a manageable amount to work with, and I think we're right here. And then using an elastic band, we're just going to wrap it around a few times. Okay, so before we start, we're just going to tape down top of the star to prevent it from moving. And then now we are ready to begin. So the shorter cord end is going to be the anchor cord throughout the pattern. The much longer cord is going to be the working cord. What we're doing is making a series of vertical Lark's head knot loops. It's the same pattern throughout. And then to make it into a 3D tree after, we're going to spiral the pattern together and glue the rows together. So that's at the very end. To start off the pattern, we are going to take the longer cord end over through the right loop, and then under and through the right loop. But before we tighten this knot, we're just going to leave a long loop on the outside. So we're just gonna leave a loop like this. It's about, the drop is about 1/2 inch. So that's what we're going to do. You can see it's not very secure right now. That's because we gotta start over again with the next vertical Lark's head knot. So go over through the right loop. This time we're making a tight knot, and then we're gonna go under and through the right loop. And then this one's gonna be loose again. So keep a consistent drop and then go over through the right loop. This one we tighten like this, and then we go under and through the right loop. So we got the loop, and then we go over through the right loop, tighten, and then under through the right loop. This is loose. And we're just gonna keep repeating this all the way down. And then over and through the right loop. Okay, so keep repeating the same pattern all the way down. One thing to note is that you can start off with smaller loops, so a 1/2 inch drop, but as you continue on and get halfway through, you can gradually increase the size of the loops. So you can see it's a very slow, gradual, natural increase. You might get from 1/2 inch drop to a 0.75 inch drop, but you can start making your loops slightly bigger all the way through. Once you're close to the end, you should only have a little bit left. That is if you gradually increase your loop size. I didn't increase it too much. I think all I got to was almost a 1 inch drop. Yeah, so that's the max that I went to, and I kept doing similar size loops towards the end. So as we near the end, I'm just going to finish off by using the rest of the working cord. And then once we're done, we can put it all together. So we're done now. This is what the pattern looks like. It does start to spiral naturally on its own. So what we're going to do now is on the Lark's head knot side, so where you see the loop in the front, we're going to start wrapping it around. And we're going to start small with the spiral, and then gradually increasing the spiral as we continue. Downwards. So it's a slow, gradual increase. And then that's what the tree's gonna look like. So now, once you kind of know how tight you want the pattern to be, we're gonna glue the spirals together. Okay, so I have my glue gun right here. It's hot and ready to go. I didn't like how wide the tree got, so I'm just going to start off tighter first and then gradually increase the width. So we're going to dab glue underneath. And then, so dab glue. You might have to do it a smaller section at a time. So like so. Make sure you don't get glue on the loops, and try to keep it just to the Lark's head knots. We're gonna fix or glue the top part once we're done, but we're gonna just start off with tight spirals, slowly increasing the width of the spirals. You might need to let the row dry first, the glue, before we continue. So far, I have my first 2 rows. This is what it looks like so far. And then the next row, also a little tight. Make sure the loops are all facing the right direction. And then we just keep going. So we have the top part of the tree so far, and you see that the top here is just sticking out. What we can do now is put some glue in the middle, and then we're gonna hold that spot down. So that's where it should be. Okay, this is what it looks like so far. It looks pretty nice. We're gonna keep going at it. Slight gradual increase, just gluing the sections together. Okay, once done, this is what it should look like. It's a really cute tree. So now, I just want to show you guys, there should be a hole on the inside. It's kind of like a cone. It's a very gradual increase. I didn't actually increase it too much. I just kept spiraling and gluing the rows together. And because we increased the loop sizes, it already looks like it gets a little bit wider as we go to the bottom of the tree. So now to seal the ends, we're gonna actually make some what we call fake loops. So taking the last cord that we had, I'm just gonna shift it a little bit actually. Okay. What we're gonna do is use this. We're gonna glue the end onto the tree. So dab a bit of glue. We're gonna make it into a loop like this. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the anchor cord end too. So pretend it's another loop and then glue it onto the bottom of the tree. So like so. And now here's our loopy tree, loopy 3D tree. So I don't really like, the top is still kind of loose, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more glue to make it a little bit more secure up there. Okay, now how cute is this tree? Now you can use this as table decoration. It's a nice little loopy 3D tree. You can use it as table decor, or you can hang it as an ornament. And if you want to hang it as an ornament, just add another strand of cord on top for the handle. And we are now complete with this cute little Christmas tree. Up until this point, if you want to make it even bigger, you can continue taking another 800 centimeter strand of cord and continue adding on vertical Lark's head knot loops around the bottom. You can continue adding more sections until you get a bigger tree. And that concludes our Macrame 3D Christmas tree pattern. Like I said in the video, you can add a little handle on top of the star to make it into a Christmas ornament, or you can use it as is as table decor. Whatever you decide, I really hope you enjoyed making it. Let me know in the comment section below what your guys' thoughts are of this pattern. And I'd love to see your guys' finished pieces inspired by BOCHIKNOT designs. Please tag me in your pictures on Instagram at BOCHIKNOT so that I can see them. For more Christmas themed projects, check out our Christmas projects playlist, or you can head on to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/BOCHIKNOT for more intricate Christmas patterns. As always, thank you guys for watching. Happy holidays, and I'll see you guys next time.